know, I knew the first time I stepped in the ring as a professional wrestler that I was taking a risk of having bodily injury and getting hurt. Every wrestler knows that. And it's been 5 long weeks of a lot of pain that I've been trying to recover from this neck injury. And the one thing that has constantly gone through my mind, every time that pain shot up through my neck, and every time I had to cry because of the pain, and every time they had to come in and give me a shot to kill that pain, the one thing that I always remembered, that I always thought about, was this was no accident. This was a deliberate attempt, a malice, deliberate attempt to end my wrestling career. And wrestling is not simply a career to me. It's my way of life. It's the way of life that I've known all my life, since I was old enough to go to a wrestling match. I grew up in this sport, and nobody is going to take that away from me. I have never been a quitter. I am not a quitter. I never have been, and I'm not going to start now. I've worked hard to get back where I am right now. For the first time in a long time, Ted DiBiase feels himself coming together. He's getting it all together. And the people that are responsible for this neck injury, they know who they are, and I hope you're listening, because I'm coming back. I'm coming back stronger than I've ever been. And you will remember my name. You will remember the name of Ted DiBiase, because I'm ready and I'm coming.
Well, you can certainly tell by the folks here at the Television Sports Arena, Ted, that they're solidly on your side.
Well, I really appreciate it, Gordon. You know, the fans have stood behind me all through this ordeal that I went through, and any professional wrestler should know, and I certainly do know, that without the fans, we wouldn't be here, and they play a very big part in my life, because, like I said in the film that you saw, wrestling is my life. It's been my way of life. You said it, and a lot of people know it. My father died wrestling, and I think that's the one single thing that has made me be as determined to continue in his footsteps as anything else. As a young boy, I felt like if I could follow that man and be as much like him as possible, and I would make my mark on the world, and I try to do it right there in that ring. Sometimes I'm short of words, but I think that actions speak louder than words, and I try to save most of my talking for that ring. I will say this, there's a great deal of wrestling talent coming into the Georgia area. You've got, just here today, you got Ken Patera, you got the return of Wahoo McDaniels, you've got this great big bruiser Brody. The Freebirds are still around. There's a lot of people coming to Georgia, and they're coming here because this is the hotbed of professional wrestling. This is where it's all happening, and like I said before, I want to be the best. I don't want to settle for anything less. No matter what it takes, no matter how long it takes, like I said before, I've never, ever been a quitter in my life. And just like that film says, you know, I'm going to make it to the top. It may take a while, but You know, you find a lot of pitfalls, you stumble and fall along the way, but I feel like the better man is the man that can get up one more time than he falls down and keep going. And I've got that determination, and if I can keep these people in this studio and the people out there behind me and following me, then I'm certainly going to make it.
Well, I can assure you of this, Ted, that we're all very proud of you and proud of your recovery, and certainly we wish you continued success and perhaps one day eventually that goal that you're looking for.
Gordon, thank you very much.
Ted DiBiase.
If you have any interest at all in an elegant and unusual magazine, let me show it to you. Its name, Attenzione. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another new magazine. Who needs it, right?
Actually, that's just what I was thinking.
Excuse me, I'm trying to...
Oh, go right ahead.
A lot of excellent magazines have gone by the wayside.
Gone by the wayside? Are you kidding? It's a magazine graveyard out there.
And yet this beautifully produced magazine, Attenzione, still here 2 years after it started, attracting more advertisers and millions of readers.
It looks beautiful, but I can't read Italian.
Italian?
Oh, I see now it's in English.
Each month, Attenzione covers such things as show business, fashion, and sports. From the inside story of Sophia Loren to a chat with one of Hollywood's most beautiful young stars, Susan Sarandon. From the legendary Tony Bennett to the irrepressible thorn in Hollywood's side, Francis Coppola.
You only cover Italian personalities?
No, not exactly. Sports, architecture, furniture, from fashion and design to investigative reports.
Hold it. Back up to the Italian furniture. I'm redoing my apartment. This looks terrific. I don't suppose you ever do any layouts on food.
Every issue.
Gorgeous. How come I never heard of this magazine?
Well, we've just had kind of a low profile.
You sold me. How much?
$16 a year.
Worth it.
You save $14 off the newsstand price. And if you call this 800 number right now, with your paid subscription, we'll give you this beautiful hardcover book, Love of Italy. A 95-page color pictorial trip from Lake Como to Sicily.
Terrific. But do you mind a little criticism? Are you sure Attenzione shouldn't change its name?
Change
What
it?
if people think you have to be Italian to enjoy your magazine?
No. Attenzione is for everybody.
How do you expect people to know that?
When they see it, they'll know.
Well, you certainly got my Attenzione.
To get your 12 monthly issues of Attenzione for only $16 plus your beautiful Love of Italy book, call this 800 number.
Don't press. They get the idea.
This is a one-fall television time limit. Introducing first from Pensacola, Florida, at a combined weight of 448 pounds, the Gibson brothers, Robert and Ricky. Their opponents from Romania at 225 pounds, Gypsy Joe. His partner from France at 251 pounds, the Angel.
One fall, 10-minute time limit now. Gypsy Joe and the Angel taking on the Gibson brothers out of Pensacola, Florida. And that'll be Robert Gibson moving out first. He is the younger brother of Ricky Gibson. Outstanding tag team combination on both sides, I might add. Some interesting international flavor here. Gypsy Joe, a full body slam by Robert Gibson. Joe powers away from it. The Gibsons, of course, have... there you go. This is one thing about both of the Gibsons. They'll go to the air, and they'll go there very, very quickly. It's a very dangerous form of attack in professional wrestling because you are leaving that body subject to a lot of punishment. And there you see that tremendous teamwork. The tag had been made, and it's Ricky Gibson in there now. Beautiful arm drag takedown by Ricky Gibson. Again, the tag is made, and this is the thing that the Gibson brothers have working for them so well. Beautiful flying drop kick coming off of a tag and an arm whip. Gypsy Joe started to come in the ring, but thinks better of as a referee spotted him. All right, Robert Gibson. Caught in side chancery. Hooked that arm very nicely, however. The Angel gets the head scissors. Robert Gibson slides away from it. Now, the Angel and Gypsy Joe, a world of experience between them. And Robert Gibson very quickly got over, made that tag. Gypsy Joe moving against Ricky Gibson. Gibson, lateral drop from a bottom wrist lock and a takedown.